You're in the middle of an arrow battle right now. You've got your bow, but you need a shield, something to keep you alive. So you start looking around, and the first option you see is the letter I. At first, it seems perfect. I mean, yeah, it can block arrows coming straight at you, but the problem? You can't really see the enemy. Every shot you take is a struggle, and your arrows just end up hitting the top of it. And worst of all, you're completely exposed from the sides. So honestly, the letter I is the worst possible choice, dead last on the list. Number 9, we've got the T, and honestly, it's not much better than the I. In an arrow battle, standing under it gives you some protection from anything coming down from above, and it even covers your back a little. But the real issue is the front. You're completely exposed, so the moment the enemy spots you, every arrow is going straight into you. Number 8, V, and yeah, it's a pretty terrible choice. In an arrow fight, you can't really shoot anything that's below the letter, and you've only got one way to attack, just firing downward. Hitting your target becomes way harder. Now, you might think you're protected from both sides, and that's kind of true since it blocks arrows coming from underneath, but the problem is you're completely cramped inside it. You've got zero room to move, and that makes you an easy target for any arrows coming from above. Number 7, C. It's actually a pretty solid choice for a shield, since it's almost like using a full circle. Great protection all around. But it does have one big weakness, that opening in the front. If you're standing upright, you're basically an easy target. However, if you're smart enough to lie down inside it like this, the chances of getting hit drop a lot. At that point, it would take a veteran archer, someone who really knows how to calculate their shot, to actually hit you. Number 6. F. It's a little better than the C, mainly because it lifts you off the ground. For aiming, it's actually great. Standing on it feels like you're on a mini watchtower, but as a shield, yeah, not the best idea. It protects you from above and from behind, sure, but from the front, you're completely exposed. And in an arrow battle, the only time you're really in danger here is if the enemy is standing on high ground too. Like, they're up on their own tower taking shots straight at you. Number 5, U. You're still out here searching for a shield, and somehow you just jump straight into the U. At first, you look around and think you finally found safety, but nope, you quickly realize you just made one of the dumbest decisions ever. You can't aim at the enemies properly, so you end up firing arrows completely at random. On top of that, you're a perfect target for any arrows dropping down from above. Sure, you can shuffle left and right inside the shield to dodge a few shots, but when a whole wave of arrows comes raining down at the same time, yeah, good luck with that. Number 4, K. So you decide to hide in this spot right here. Let's break it down for a second. You're on a raised section, which means you're safe from any arrows coming straight from below. Pretty good start, but the weaknesses show up fast. First, this part is completely exposed to enemies behind you. Any arrows coming from that angle are heading straight your way. And this part up front, same problem. Wide open. Now, let's say you're smart enough to hide in this little corner instead. Sure, it's safer, but you won't be able to see the enemies below or behind you, so you'll end up firing arrows randomly, hoping something hits. In that position, the only way someone can actually shoot you is if the battlefield is full of mountains, then you're face to face with the enemy. And even then, with enough random arrows being shot from below, one of them is eventually going to find its way right into you. Number 3, H, puts you up here on a raised platform that basically feels like a tiny fortress. You're protected from every direction except the very top. But the good part is you can actually move around up here. Dodging arrows from above is way easier, and you're not stuck in some awkward corner like with the K. You've got space, visibility, and way more control over where you shoot. Enemies won't hit you unless a whole squad fires at the exact same time, and even then, you still stand a better chance of dodging. Number 2, O. This is pretty much the perfect place to hide in an arrow battle. Once you're inside, you're fully protected from every direction. Like, you just stepped into your own personal bunker. But here's the problem. You're basically useless in the fight. You can't shoot at the enemies, you can't help your team, you're just stuck in there. And the moment you run out of options, you'll realize you're completely trapped, which means your ending is pretty much guaranteed. Number 1 goes to the G. This is the ultimate shield in an arrow battle. You're protected from every single direction, and the front opening is super narrow, just wide enough for you to fire through. You can hide inside it like this, staying completely covered while still being able to aim at the enemy. It's the perfect balance of defense and offense.